In problem number 4, we have a sequence of digits 1 through 9. And you can get different sums by inserting plus signs. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,234 plus 567 plus 89 gives you 1,890. Or if you insert plus signs like this, you get 1 plus 23 plus 4 plus 56 plus 9 plus 80, or sorry, 7 plus 89, and that gives you 180. And our assignment is to insert plus signs into the sequence and get a sum of 99. And if you get that done, see if you can find more than one solution. Alright? So this is a sequence of numbers, and sequence in mathematics implies order. So we can't change the order of these numbers. We just start inserting plus signs into the sequence, okay? And the places where we don't insert plus signs, then those numbers will be combined. Like if we don't put a plus sign between 3 and 4, then that'll be taken as 34. Alright? So, you could just do this by trial and error, but that would be a hard way to do it, I think. That'd be a lot of work, trial and error. So let's think about this logically and see what we can do with it. Alright, so we have the list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And if we were to insert plus signs between every one of those, what would we get? Alright, I'm gonna take that tack. I'm gonna put plus signs everywhere, and then I'm gonna see what happens when I take plus signs out. Okay? So, if we were to add up all of these numbers, we would get 45. There's a number of different ways we could do it. We just add them straight out. But the way I like to look at it is, okay, there's 9 and 1. It's an arithmetic sequence, right? The difference between the consecutive numbers is constant, right? So 9 and 1 is 10, 8 and 2 is 10, 7 and 3 is 10, 6 and 4 is 10, and then we have 5, right? So whenever you see an arithmetic sequence, look for ways to combine the numbers and make your arithmetic easier. Alright, so we get 45. If we put plus signs everywhere, we would get 45. So, and we also know that, we don't want to combine any more than 2 numbers, right? Because if we combine 3 numbers, like 123, that would be the smallest number that we could create by combining 3 numbers, and that's going to be way more than 99. So, we can't combine any more than 2 numbers. So let's look at the different pairs of numbers. If we were to combine these two, it gives us 12, right? But we're also taking away 3, alright? Because, not 9, gosh. We're taking away 3, right? If we were to combine those numbers, we're taking away 3 from this sum, 45, and we're adding 12, alright? So that gives us a total of 9. So by combining these first 2 numbers, we would increase this sum by 9. Okay. Another thing we might look at is how far off is this from 99? Okay. So if we were to take 99 and subtract 45, we get 54. Right. So we're looking to combine numbers such that it increases this sum by 54. All right. So I'm just going to continue looking at consecutive numbers and look at what that would do to the sum of 45 if I combine them. Alright? If I combine the 2 and the 3, that adds 23, but it takes away 5. Alright, so that's a total of 18. If I combine 3 and 4, that adds 34, but it subtracts 7. So that's a difference of 27. Alright, so that would add 27 to the sum if we just combine the 3 and the 4. Alright, if we combine the 4 and the 5, that would add 45, but it would subtract 9, and what? We get 36, right? That's interesting. Look at this pattern here. 9, 18, 27, 36. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, 56 that if we combine those numbers we get 56, but we would subtract 11. And so that would be 45. If we combine the 6 and the 7, we'd add 67, but we would subtract 13. Okay, so that's 54. Now, that's interesting, isn't it? That's kind of what we want to do. So if we just combined the 6 and the 7 and left everything else the same, just put plus signs everywhere except between the 6 and the 7, we should get 99. All right. Well, let's keep going because I know that there's, well, I know that there is more than one way to do this, and the fact that I asked can you find more than one solution probably means there is more than one solution. So let's keep looking because this is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay, so if we combine the 7 and the 8, we'd add 78 but subtract 15, so what do you bet? It's another multiple of 9, 63. And 8 and the 9, if we combine those, we get 89, but we would have to subtract 17, and that gives us 72. Alright, so we know we can't combine the 8 and the 9, or the 7 and the 8, because that's too much. It would increase this sum by too much. Alright, so, and we know that if we combined, well, let me just write that one out. So I know one solution to this is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 67 plus 8 plus 9. That should give us 99. And you can work that out, or just take my word for it that, you know, by combining the 67, we add 67 to the sum, but we subtract 13. And so that's a total of 54. And 54 and 45 is 99. Okay, so that's one solution. But let's look at other possibilities. Because, look at this. If I add 9, you know, I mean, look at the pattern here. They're multiples of 9, right? So, you know, each one is 9 more than the next. So I can actually, if I were to combine the 1 and the 2 and the 5 and the 6, I would also get 54. Okay, so another way to get 99 is to do 12 plus 2 plus 3 plus 56 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 99. Alright, so we just combined the 1 and the 2 and the 5 and the 6. Alright, and again, okay, this is an arithmetic series, right? The difference between consecutive numbers is constant. It's 9, right? So I ought to be able to do this too. 36 and 18 gives us 45. I mean 54. Sorry, gives us 54 as well, right? So if I combined the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and left everything else as single numbers, then that should work also. So that would give us 1 plus 23 plus 45 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 99. Alright? So there's 3 different ways to get 99. And the technique I used was essentially to, let's say we added up everything, put plus signs everywhere, and then look at what happens when you take plus signs away. All right. So so that helped me think about it instead of trying to do this by trial and error. So these are our 3 solutions, and there you go.